Coming to you live from the JRE Tobacco Aladino Mobile Studios, it's the Cigar Pulpit.
Cigar Pulpit, Cigar Pulpit, Cigar Pulpit, Cigar Pulpit, Cigar Pulpit. It's the Cigar Pulpit podcast starring Nick, the Bishop of the Burn. And here is another sermon from the pulpit. Yeah.
All right. Hello, everybody. It's Nick. It's Bishop of the Burn, and welcome to another sermon from the Cigar Pulpit. So today, I'm going to be joined by Trey Mac Shipley, who he's been busy. He's been a busy guy, been on the road for Aladino, and but he's home. He's been relaxing a little bit, and he agreed to come on the show and kind of just give me someone to talk to for a little bit. So, without further ado, I'm just going to jump right into it. Here's my conversation with Trey Mac. And I'm joined by Trey Mac Shipley. How you doing, buddy? What are you reading there? I'm sorry, for whatever reason, the Zoom is being stupid.
I'm just reading the good book,
The good book, huh?
Yeah, the good book.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you and I believe we're trying to figure out who's going to read more books this year. So
I don't know if I guess children's books count.
I don't think we stipulated.
We did not stipulate.
This is definitely not a children's.
I mean, it looks like one. So
Definitely.
It's about a bird.
Yeah, no, it's about birds, and I'm very interested in birds.
Everybody knows you and the birds.
Yeah, I have a history. So this book looked interesting at my local library, and actually it was a good friend of ours that told me to look for this book.
Okay.
Good friend of ours going to be going to Honduras later. Yeah.
Teddy?
Yeah, Teddy.
What's up? Teddy brushed you and told you to look for this, huh?
Yeah, Teddy told me all about this book here. And I found it.
I guess for the audio folks, they probably ought to know. You want to give the name of the book for the audio folks?
Well, I could read it.
Well, why don't we do story time with Trey Mac real quick? But know what? Here,
hold on. Why don't we save that? We can do it. I'll read the book. I'll read the book later.
All right. You'll read the book later. I want to get a cigar going because
that's what we're here for.
That is what we're here for. And I would like to have a cigar.
Fortunately, I can't smoke one, but you go ahead.
Yeah, you've been a little under the weather this week.
We'll
get into that because, to be honest, I find it, I know it's not amusing, but I do find it a little amusing.
We can talk about it because there might be other people afflicted with the same thing that I am.
Issue. So
I'm
tonight,
not talking about hepatitis 19.
No. Oh, by the way, real quick before, while we're on that subject, there's no update on the monkeys. The last update was the lady killing the one. There's still 2 monkeys with the hepatitis 19, the simian hepatitis 19 hanging out there in Mississippi. So, for those of you in Mississippi, be on the watch for the monkeys. So, I am smoking the Aladino 85th Anniversary Reserva Toro 6x52. You want to tell me a little bit about this? I mean, normally I would just say, but you're here, so I'll just let you talk about it.
Very simple. It's a Puro.
It is.
It is all, I'll say it the way Justo wants me to say it. It is all 100% Parishioners tobacco.
Okay.
What is Parishioners tobacco, you might ask?
What is it?
It's basically, the easiest way to put it, it's basically the father of Corojo.
Okay.
So that came first. It's all Cuban seed. We're the only people on Earth. The Aroas are the only people on Earth that have it. It's pretty much extinct. It's very difficult to grow. Even today, after Julio's been growing it for 60 years, you're going to lose 40 to 60% of every harvest, no matter what.
Wow.
So that's why everybody abandoned it. It tastes, nothing else tastes like it. It's its own thing. That's literally what Cuban cigars were in the 40s and 50s.
Very cool. Well, I'm going to cut the cigar, and the official cutting is brought to you by 2guyscigars.com. That's the number 2guyscigars.com. Two Guys have been around for 40 years, and they are the trusted name in the cigar industry. Everybody knows Two Guys, but if you don't, please give them a try. You won't be sorry. Family owned and operated, twoguyscigars.com does the very best to provide a great selection, including the 85th. They do have the 85th. Fair prices and excellent customer service. So head on over to twoguyscigars.com for your next cigar purchase. Tell them that the Cigar Pulpit sent you. And remember, that's the number 2, guyscigars.com. And with that, it's time to go ahead and cut the cigar. So yeah.
It's interesting. I just learned something.
What's that?
I didn't realize it was twoguyscigars.com.
The number 2.
I thought it was the number 2 guyscigars.you.
Well, see, that's because they're convinced that is what got them the strikes on YouTube. And it's possible that that is what got them strikes on YouTube. I just kind of, for whatever reason, have chosen not to give a shit. So I just say it. And also, I'm being paid to say it. So, I kind of figure if they're going to buy the ad space. Tell me,
of all the fucked up shit Mr. Jonathan has said.
Yeah.
You think that's the reason?
I mean, that's what they think. I don't know. I don't know if that's accurate or not. While I light the cigar, why don't we listen to the greatest commercial that you've ever heard?
Some say cigars are all the same. It's just not true. It's you I have to blame.
Well, I don't know, 'cause what I know, there is a cigar called Aladino.
Corojo. Aladino Corojo. Aladino Corojo. They say authentic, so we're not confused, while the others say it's a word that's just abused.
I guess that's so. They can't compete. At least I'm sure Aladino can't be beat.
Corojo. Aladino Corojo. Aladino Corojo. Aladino Cigars uses authentic Corojo tobacco from JRE Tobacco. This is the greatest commercial you ever heard. Yeah.
Do you have your kazoo?
Not on my person, but
I
yes,
don't. I don't either. I was just wondering. I was making sure you got your kazoo.
I think it's in the kitchen, actually.
The
kitchen that we'll talk about later.
I was gonna say there's a lot that happened in that kitchen this week.
There's a lot of things that happened. Probably things I don't even know.
I was gonna say you just can't even explain everything that happened in that kitchen this week.
No.
Yeah. So.
All I have are breadcrumbs.
Or cracker crumbs, as it were. All right. So before we get into just whatever wackiness, may come in this conversation, I feel as though we probably ought to have a little bit of business chat here, just so that you can justify that, this was an actual, legit
Absolutely.
work experience here. So you've been doing a lot of travel lately. Tell me about your travel. What you been up to?
A lot.
Yeah.
Where have I not been? The last 12 weeks are really kind of a blur.
Yeah.
Especially since it's not a great time to be in Florida for sales, but it's hot for those 12 weeks. So I get sent everywhere else.
Yeah.
The last trip I was on was a horrible experience trying to fly to Pennsylvania. That was fun last week. That was real fun.
Well, yeah, it's not a good time to be trying to fly anywhere right now.
No, and I chose to fly out the day before the paycheck stopped. So
well, at least it was the day before.
Yeah. TSA knew that they weren't going to get paid the next day, and they definitely made all of us pay for that.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It was really bad. Really, I didn't know if I was going to make my flight, and I was there 3 hours early.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So are you a get to the airport early and wait guy? Or are you I only need an hour,
It depends on the airport. It depends on the airport.
I'm a get there early guy. I'm paranoid. The last thing in the world I want to do is miss it, and so I can't tell you how many times I find myself getting to the airport, blowing through security super, super quick. And then I'm like, well, now I have 3 hours to fucking kill at my gate. But, whatever.
So you're more like, that's the way Husto is.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm never in a hurry to get there.
Yeah.
But I don't like go there super early either. Again, it depends on the airport. And I've been to enough of them now. I kind of know, like,
Yeah.
at this one you need an hour. At this one, in Cincinnati, like there was one time I made my flight. I got there 15 minutes before.
Wow.
I remember, like, I was panicked. I'm like, I'm screwed. I'm not gonna make my flight.
I will say, Jacksonville's one I can get in, like, literally dropped at the curb and to my gate in, like, if all goes well, I can make it there in like 15 minutes or less.
Yeah.
And that's like not running. That's just maybe a brisk walk at best, Yeah. So
I remember, like, I was like totally convinced. I'm like, I have never arrived this late. Like, I'm screwed. And so I didn't even bother trying. I just went straight to the ticket counter.
Yeah.
And be like, can I get another flight? Like, when's the next flight? And then I tell the lady, I'm like, so I'm going to miss my flight. What are my options? And she's like, well, when is your flight? And I tell her, and she's like, you have 15 minutes. And I'm like, yeah. And she goes, that's plenty of time. And I'm like, really? She's like, yeah, just go. You're fine. And I'm like, wow.
Okay.
And it was no problem. Now, you pulled that in Orlando? Nah.
Oh, Orlando's a hellhole.
No.
There's way too many. Well, the problem with Orlando is the Disney crowd. You have way too many people coming in and out of that airport because of Disney. That the volume there is just horrible.
It doesn't matter if you're flying at 4 a.m. or 4 in the afternoon.
No.
You're going to be in that TSA line for a long time.
And even the pre-check line is like stupid long in Orlando.
Yeah. Sometimes, the last time I was flying out a week ago, the pre-check line was longer.
Do you have pre-check?
No.
Oh, best $85 I've spent, dude.
The family's really harping on me to get that done.
Oh, it's fucking brilliant, dude. It's so good. I mean, it's a little bit of a like personal invasion the first time when you're first signing up because you got to like give all the information. You got to go to the one office. They take your picture and all this kind of shit and everything. But then after that, like renewal's online. They send you the thing. They're like, you want to renew? Yes, $85. Poof, done. You're renewed for another like 5 years. It's good for like 5 years. It's well worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe not at Orlando, but a lot of airports, it's really worth it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like Orlando and Miami, it's like, Miami's pretty bad because most people flying in Miami are like international. That people that fly international all the time, so everybody has it.
Yeah.
And you're, wait, that line's longer.
Well, and that's the beauty of having it. You don't have to like go to the pre-check line. If the pre-check line's longer than the regular one, just go over to the regular one. But the pre-check line, it's oftentimes I've found it's quicker. Now, one of the benefits used to be that you didn't have to take off your belt and shoes, but I don't think you have to take off your shoes now anymore, do you?
Well, no, but I had to.
Because they were angry at you guys for
the fact they were total assholes.
Angry at life because they weren't going to get a paycheck.
Yeah.
Which I understand. If I'm doing work, I want to get paid for it,
I get it.
Yeah, I get it. But
at the same time, it's like, come on. Nobody's here is trying to none of us are trying to make your day bad.
Exactly.
So, like, maybe get mad at other people. Was just trying to get to a destination. Whatever. I mean, it was it was really bad. I've never been treated like that in any form of life, period.
Well, at least your travel has pretty much ended.
No.
Well, yeah, that's true. You do have one more.
Yeah, so I'm supposed to go back to Pennsylvania the week before Thanksgiving. We got 2 events out there. One at CI and the other at Cap Nose. Cap Nose, thanks for the shout out. They were on the Cigar Authority this past week, and
They
they
were.
were very kind to us.
Well,
So
they are looking forward to your visit, I know. And I guess they're supposed to talk to you about crows. So,
well, pretty excited about this. What I'm really not too excited about was because of all the craziness, and this also being the week before Thanksgiving. It's just a flight disaster. So the family decided today that I will not be flying there. I will be renting a car here in Florida and
oh God,
doing my Terrence Riley impersonation and driving to Pittsburgh.
Okay, all right. We got to take this one step further. If you're doing a Terrence Riley impersonation, and you're driving to Pittsburgh, you need to do everything you can to get the best pair of Docker khakis and a polo shirt that's kind of short but tight on the arms to show off the Aganorsa guns. You need to do everything you can to get the polo shirt and the khakis.
You know, that's really not a look I can pull off.
That's why it's funny, dude. That's why this is going to be so funny. Yeah. Yep. Telling you, this will work.
Yeah. Be 1,000 miles of funny.
Well, you don't have to wear it the whole freaking time.
Dude, if you're all in, you kind of got to be all in. You know?
Okay. All right. That's a hellacious drive.
It's a drive.
Like, I'm gonna just while we talk about this, I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna see something here because I'm mildly curious. I'm just. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one.
That'd be like me driving to you.
Is it really? I mean, this is what I'm actually checking. This is what I'm checking. I'm checking. This is what I'm checking here because I'm just mildly curious as to, what we're talking. Holy shit. Yep, that's a solid 14.5-hour drive, bud.
It's literally the same drive.
That is literally the same drive. For me to drive from here to your area, it's right at about 15 hours.
Yep.
Well, yeah.
So I'm pretty pumped about this.
I mean, you could take a really scenic way going through Georgia up through South Carolina. You have a couple different routes there. You could cut and go up through Charlotte and then West Virginia, but up to Pittsburgh. But see, you could take a more scenic way, which is 15 hours and 52 minutes. That's going to take you through what is it? Fayetteville and Richmond, Virginia, right on the outskirts of Washington, D.C., and
I-95.
What now?
I-95. Yep.
Is that what that is? It is I-95. You're right. You know what you're talking about. I mean, you could take a really scenic way and go that way if you really wanted to.
I could.
I mean, going through West Virginia. I know you have that one shop in West Virginia that you really dig. They got the shop and then they got the bar upstairs. La Fontaine's,
But they're on the other side of West Virginia.
Fuck. Well,
now,
that doesn't help you one damn bit, now does it?
That route does go through this town called Beckley, West Virginia, which is a small town. But it's a small town with a hidden treasure.
I mean, I'm looking at it right now on the map.
So Beckley, West Virginia is very close to...
They have a coal mine. They have an Beckley Exhibition coal mine.
It's also really close to the Greenbrier.
It's another place called Sheets.
Sheets is awesome.
That's next door to the Mad Hatter Club, or very close to the Mad Hatter Club.
Sheets is the closest good thing to Buc-ee's.
Holy shit, it's a big-ass convenience store.
Yeah, Sheets is amazing.
What the hell?
No, I love Sheets.
Well, their gas is currently $3.20 a gallon, according to Google. But, boy, their food looks all right in these pictures on Google.
No. The food's legit. In fact, last week I ate Sheets like twice a day for an entire week.
All right. Oh, look, there's the tobacco and vape outlet. My Google Maps knows me well. It knows what businesses to highlight when I zoom in on a town. It's like, here's the Buc-ee's like wannabe, and here's the tobacco and vape outlet.
Now, that little outlet that you're talking about,
yeah,
it doesn't look impressive from the outside. And to be honest, it doesn't look impressive from the inside. It looks like
weird honeycomb kind of thing going on the roof there, or the ceiling. Yeah.
They also sell firearms.
You mean I can go and get my stogies and my guns at the same place?
Oh, yeah.
My God. It's got a 5-star review on Google here. We got 49 reviews, all 5 stars.
They have a hidden cigar lounge.
Really?
That is super, super nice.
Okay.
That you would have no idea even existed.
I'll be damned.
But what I'm getting at is the Greenbrier is
Yes,
closed.
I'm sorry.
And I don't know how much you know about the Greenbrier.
I don't.
So the Greenbrier is one of the most exclusive country clubs in the entire country.
Oh.
It also, this is no bullshit, this is not conspiracy, this is fact, that underneath the Greenbrier Golf Club is an entire underground city.
Holy shit.
For the government.
Okay.
So there's like 2 main places that are not too far from DC where if shit went down, you could set up a government inside.
And that's one of them.
The Greenbrier is one of them. And just so y'all know, I'm not talking out my ass. You can actually get a tour of. So, because the Greenbrier's out there, and it's this crazy exclusive country club in the middle of freaking nowhere, West Virginia, there is plenty of secret money out that way. Hence the need for a secret cigar lounge that has like 50 members.
I'll be damned.
That you would never, in your wildest dreams, know it was there.
Huh.
Cool place.
Interesting. All right. Well, so you've got some places to stop at along the way that could be fun.
Oh, yeah.
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 There you go. So that's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's just, that time of year in the Appalachia, you don't know. Could be perfect weather. Could be amazing.
Oh, I see all kinds of videos on my Instagram about the Appalachia, dude. And the fucking the skinwalkers, various other critters, the things freaking making noise in the woods, and you hear something yelling, don't go for it, and that kind of thing, whatever. It's like, oh God.
That's where Mothman is from,
That's what I'm saying. There's all kinds of creepy shit in the Appalachia.
And you can get random blizzards and shit. In fact, when I was in Pittsburgh last week, it did snow. Which I didn't take a coat or a jacket.
Well, see, and I'll tell you, this weekend, it's supposed to the temperatures here are dropping dramatically. Sunday, the high is at 2 a.m. and that's 40-something degrees. And it's supposed to get down to 24 degrees overnight into Monday. And Monday, I think the high is 39. And so there was some discussion about the prospect of possible snow flurries or something.
Not for me, buddy.
We're going back in the 50s by the end of the week, so I'm okay, cool. I'll take the 50s. I am not mentally prepared for snow yet. I don't need that.
I don't think I ever will. I think I'm done.
I'm not a fan, but I'm not mentally ready for it just yet.
Florida,
There's a lot of reasons that's not happening right now. I mean,
I see it in the future, though.
Dude. Only because I know my joints aren't going to handle this cold forever, But no, between my business and my son and my checkbook, there's a lot of reasons that's not happening right now. So
I see it in the crystal ball.
Just saying, there's a lot of things swirling right now, but I will say, this Nicaragua situation has definitely got me slightly concerned about the the future prospects of my money making ability with a few projects that I have cooking, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But at the same time, it always creates new opportunities. Anytime there's some sort of difficulty, new things arise as well.
Well, I would say that any brand that is looking at the prospect of, their cigars having to dramatically increase in price due to, various trade and tariff situations, now might be the time to be really doubling down on your marketing to encourage your people that, hey, the price is worth it. So just a thing, I'm a very affordable option. And I have lots of things cooking right now. So, just a thought. Anyway, moving on with that. But, so you're fucking, so wait a minute. Well, I know. Well, no, Aladino is always a good option out of Honduras. I mean, and by the way, I'm enjoying this 85th. I don't know if you've noticed, I've retrohaled at least 3 or 4 times.
That's unlike you.
Dude, it's so smooth.
Yeah.
It's so nice. It's so smooth. It's so good. I mean, I will say I feel like I'm trying really hard not to smoke it fast. But I do feel like it's like burning at a decent clip. And I don't know, if it's just some cigars are faster than others, you know what I mean? And I don't know if
anytime that something is smooth and you get a nice volume of smoke, then it tends to be like, oh, I'm just going to keep doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And then next thing you know, it's you burned it down.
Yeah. Well, that's why I do have my Camp Aladino Corojo sitting here. Just in case,
that's a whole different thing.
Just in case this conversation goes longer than the 85th, I figured I better have that. Which
I listen. I know the people I appreciate everybody's patience with my ass when I come on this show, but the goal is not to go 3 hours.
No, we're not going 3 hours tonight. I
think we said that last time too.
Yeah, but You've had a week, and we have a whole lot less planned for this episode.
We have nothing planned.
No,
we just let's just free ball it.
Prior to the start of that's essentially it. So, so I do have one little bit of business to hit on. Other than okay, was there anything else from your either travels or any sort of company update? Anything you want to update the people on?
On Aladino?
Whatever. Yeah, whatever you guys got cooking that you want to update people on.
We got some cool shit. Next year's going to be super. This year was busier than ever for us, and I'm afraid next year more so than this year. But those are all for good reasons. I mean, we're growing, and timing is everything, and the timing is right for a lot of stuff. So we do have a lot of really fun things coming out, and one of those that I'm really pounding the pavement on is the Camp Aladino that you got there.
Yep.
That will be a whole new line next year called Gorbusto. Gorbusto.
I love that name.
We call Justo these days. We just call him Gusto.
His nickname is Gorbusto.
Yeah. Now, here's something, I think he's heard enough of my shit on podcasts that he doesn't watch them all anymore like he used to 5 years ago.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah. So, for all the people listening, all the parishioners out there, I want something in December so bad. And then social media push, post it all over the parishioners group, get creative with AI and Canva and whatever. Fuck the elf on the shelf. This is all about the Justo on the Gorbusto.
Oh no.
So everybody use your wizardry and get pictures of Justo Iroa and put him on top of a cigar, the Gorbusto. You have to find the Camp Aladino and get creative with this shit.
Okay.
I want this December to be Justo on a Gorbusto.
Justo on a Gorbusto. All right. I know there's at least some parishioners that like playing with the AI. Yeah. So,
and then make sure to hashtag that shit so I see it.
Hashtag it what?
Justo on Gorbusto.
Justo on Gorbusto. Okay. All right. Well, there we go. I think that's fun. Well, the one bit of business I have, and then I want to talk about your kitchen. So I'm just reminding everybody before I forget. We have the Pulpit Fest early sermon sale. Tickets will be available for Pulpit Fest 2026 because y'all have been bugging me and you want them super quick. So fine, I'm giving it to you. Starting Black Friday, November 28th. They're going to remain on sale for 1 week through Friday, December 5th. It's a opportunity for a Christmas gift. If somebody is like, wanting to know what to get you, tell them, hey, get me this. But more importantly, it allows you to start saving up your money because I know the economy is not great for a lot of people right now. And so you get locked into Pulpit Fest, and then from there you have all the way up until October 1st through the 4th in Palm Coast, Florida at Ash and Ale. You have all that time to save your money and be prepared to have a wonderful time at Pulpit Fest. So make sure you reserve your pew, get your tickets, and be watching for that. I'm going to post links on Black Friday, November 28th, and they will be up and available through Friday, December 5th. And only 20 VIP tickets will be available, 35 general admission. So if it sells out in that week, I guess it sells out in that week. But anyway.
And what a great vacation.
Right? And it's in October, so it's not balls hot like it's been the last 2 years.
Yeah, it's going to be perfect.
It'll be great.
October in Florida is beautiful.
All I know, Dave Garofalo came this year, and the only complaint that I heard was that it was hot. So by just thinking this out logically, I would think that would mean that maybe he'll come next year, and since it won't be hot, he won't have a complaint.
Cooler loins help everything.
Oh, 100%. So maybe we can get Dave again. Be nice.
That'd be awesome.
He's always welcome.
Yeah.
Always welcome.
Mr. Jonathan, I don't know. Ed Sullivan was cool, Ed.
Yeah, I like Ed. Look, they're talking about trying to do a little bit of shows on the road, in 2026. I think they announced that they were going to do some traveling and doing some shows on the road. So, hey, they can pack it up, do the Authority from Pulpit Fest.
That'd be badass.
It'd be a mashup episode. We'd have all kinds of fun.
That would be badass.
Right? Can you imagine listening to the Cigar Authority and hearing, guess what, motherfuckers? And it's time for 3 cigars we smoked to enjoy. Come on. Be brilliant.
We would hand out cowbells to literally everybody in the crowd.
Oh my God. 55 cowbells going off at one time. I'd make that happen. I would make that happen.
Dude, if Dave, if you're listening, you come down and we will make cowbells just for that. For everybody gets a cowbell that comes to Pulpit Fest.
The entirety of Palm Coast will hear cowbells coming from the European Village.
Yeah.
Like Eastern Florida will be nothing but cowbell for like 30 seconds.
That'd be awesome.
Yep. We will deafen people with cowbells.
It'll be just like the Catalina wine mixer.
Pa! Anyway, that's my one bit of business. So, anyway, your kitchen. You've had an interesting week this week.
Yeah.
This is kind of one of those PSAs for everybody, by the way. This story comes as a public service announcement to watch what you consume.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I don't have a shellfish allergy. Has nothing to do with shellfish.
Okay.
But the day I was leaving Pittsburgh, I felt really tired and really wore down. And I'm like, well, I've been pushing myself, pushing myself too hard. I was just like, I'm just super tired.
It's easy to pick up a bug when you travel too.
Yeah, especially when you're shaking like 300 hands a week.
Right.
Or who knows what herpetitis simian thing you can pick up.
You weren't in Mississippi, right?
You don't know who was in Mississippi, though.
Valid.
And then I woke up the next day, Saturday or Sunday. I can't even remember. This whole week is a blur. And as soon as I woke up, I was like, oh, no. I haven't been sick in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
This is not tired. This is not good. So I suffered through it the whole day, being like, this is horrible. But then I don't sleep anyway. So I felt like shit. I was tired and I still just couldn't go to sleep. And I was like, I don't know what to do. I do know that I am very sensitive to anything sleepy time. I've known that for a long time. Melatonin is the worst thing that I can ingest in my body. End of story, period. I know y'all laugh at that because everybody takes melatonin. There's something fucked up with me. Like, melatonin is very bad.
Okay.
Benadryl, not great for me either. Like, not good, not a good idea.
Yeah.
NyQuil sounded like my best option. NyQuil.
Yeah.
It was not.
Not.
Definitely not. So I took a normal dose of NyQuil, and I'm like, oh, we're going to go to sleep now. And I went to sleep.
Okay.
And I wake up the next morning feeling worse than I did the day before.
That's always the worst, when the cold progresses and when you wake up feeling even worse.
Yeah, and I was like, and it felt like the worst hangover I'd ever had. Like, I was like, my head was heavy, and I was confused. My brain wasn't functioning right, and I'm like, what is going on? So I come out of the bedroom into the living room and kitchen, and as soon as I got in there, I was like, what the fuck happened? What did I do?
Oh, no.
When I say every, this is not a joke. Every single cabinet door was open. The two doors to the laundry room, wide open.
Uh-huh.
These are things that I never do. Like, closing doors and cabinets, very top of mind.
Yeah.
So to walk into a room and be like, the first thing you think of is poltergeist.
Well, yeah, especially when every single one is open.
All of them.
Yeah.
And then I also noticed that there was just like, it was a disaster. The whole place looked like a tornado in it. And there were crackers everywhere. The kitchen island, crackers all over it. The stovetop, crackers all over it.
Were these like goldfish crackers?
No, saltines.
Just basic ass saltines.
Basic ass saltines.
Okay.
3, this is disgusting, 3 empty bags of saltines.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're just on the floor. And then trails of cracker crumbs everywhere. Crumbs all over the place. All the way to my desk over here. And so I'm like looking at this.
Did a raccoon get in your place?
Yeah. And I'm like, if I was a detective here, I'd be like, well, it looks like somebody ate a bunch of crackers.
Or at least attempted to.
You can follow the trail of crumbs to kind of decide where all they went throughout the house, just like shoving crackers in their mouth. And I'm like, I don't remember none of the. I don't remember anything. And the other thing that was perplexing me was like, shit, like, I feel like I can feel blisters in my mouth, like my throat. I'm like, fuck, like, I've probably got strep.
Yeah.
So I went to the doctor to find out, like, I'm pretty sure I got strep. They do the swab. Comes back to like, no, you don't have any strep. And the doctor's like, looking in your mouth, like, I don't see any signs of strep. And I'm like, well, my throat's swollen and like I can feel blisters. And he's like looking around. He's like, well, yeah. But he goes, what it really looks like is like, it looks like you almost bit your tongue in half. He's like, your tongue's like all chewed up.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, like your tongue is just like...
Oh my God.
So the only thing I can think of while I'm driving home is I drank that NyQuil, sleptwalked, destroyed the apartment, crackers. I ate 3 sleeves, just crackers. I had nothing to put
and
on the crackers.
furiously shoving them in your mouth and down your throat to the point that you not only chewed and gnawed up your own tongue, but probably even tried swallowing such large pieces of cracker that perhaps the saltines ripped your throat to cause the sores and whatnot in your actual throat.
Yeah. Can you imagine like that many saltines just being like swallowed? Like,
well, at some point or another, it's just going to create that dough ball that just like, and you're just like choking.
It's fucking, apparently.
I mean, you obviously didn't choke to death on saltines in your sleep, but
apparently this is what I did in my sleep.
Okay.
So again, PSA, I know I'm very susceptible to anything sleepy time related. I've had issues with NyQuil in the past, but usually those issues are I'll drink the NyQuil and I pass out for like 14 hours, like way longer than you should.
Which would be ideal if you're sick.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. You need rest when you're sick. So, I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing.
No. Apparently, bad things happen.
But slamming down saltines, that's an issue.
3 bags.
Well, now, in all fairness, you didn't eat 3 bags. You
Half
opened, and you destroyed a number of them all over your kitchen. So, I mean,
God knows how many I ate, but there was a lot strung out everywhere.
I'll be damned. Well,
I can only like envision myself like walking around like a zombie and just trying to rip those crackers open, rip open crackers. That had to have been what happened. It's the only thing that makes sense.
See, I mean, if you didn't have the physical ailments going on, I still would probably lean towards poltergeist. But, you know, I mean, I guess there's ways that it could be poltergeist. Like maybe it's some sort of like, you know, otherworldly STI.
Oh, that's definitely like.
I'm just saying, you know.
Some like fucking penile monster.
Right? You have like, you know, freaking, you know, polter herpes, something like that going on. You know, you never know, you know. But maybe one of the monkeys fucking broke into your house. Oh, shit.
One of those Mississippi monkeys.
That might be herpetitis 19 all up in your throat there.
And I don't think they checked me for that. So
probably not. Probably not. I don't know. Well, interesting. Yeah, that's fucked. That's fucked.
That's ruined my whole week, actually. The tongue is almost. This morning was the first time I ate solid food.
Okay.
In
all fairness, I did tell you at one point to gargle salt water because that always helps me when I have when I bite my lip or cheek or tongue or something like that. When you get that sore from it, like salt just like helps it go away. But I don't know if you've done that or not. Although if you were eating saltines, I mean, you would think salt would have been involved there. But I guess if you're ripping it with the saltine, it doesn't help. I don't know. I
really don't know. But very disturbing actions. And, but even today, like breakfast today, you know, I had a couple croissants with ham and an egg. And we got it down, but it wasn't pleasant. So then I ate soup again this afternoon.
Oh, God, that's the worst. I'm just not a soup as a meal guy.
I love soup.
I like soup, but I like soup with things. I'm not a soup as a meal guy. Like today, I had broccoli cheddar soup, but I had it with a sandwich at lunch. Like I had my turkey or chicken club sandwich, went to Potbelly. I don't know if you ever.
I love Potbelly.
Fucking love Potbelly. And they've only got like a couple of locations near me, all like way the hell over in St. Louis. But I was running an errand that took me way out to like St. Charles area. And there was a Potbelly there. So I stopped there and had a chicken club sandwich and some broccoli cheddar soup. And it was delightful.
You ever had their, they call it the wreck?
I saw that on the menu. Okay. What was that? That's like every meat practically.
Literally everything that they make on one sandwich.
On one sandwich. Yeah. I did see that on the menu and I'm just like, that sounds like
thing.
Way too much for my gut these days. But yeah. But I was tempted. I didn't do it. I was tempted.
You get the wreck and a little bit of potato soup.
See, I love potato soup, but for whatever reason today I was feeling the broccoli cheddar. I was tempted. They had the French toast cookies, and I'm like, oh man,
Never done that, but sounds pretty good.
sounded pretty good, but I didn't do it. I was a good boy. But yeah, no, the potbelly. I do enjoy the potbelly. Yeah, I like a good sandwich. We had National Sandwich Day like last week, and dude, like for me now, I have to go out of town to get a good sandwich. The only freaking sandwich, and like where I live, there's a lot of chains, a lot of restaurant, a lot of chains. You know, I mean, there's a lot of options here, but like in terms of sandwiches, it's Jimmy John's or Subway, and it's like, what the fuck? Like where, like the Firehouse that used to be like 2 minutes from my house, they closed. So now I got to go like 2 towns that way. So it's a 15-minute drive to get to a Firehouse. The one and only Quiznos franchise in the entire St. Louis area is about 35 minutes from me. And the guy that was my old business partner in the newspaper actually owns that franchise.
Nice.
Yeah.
Quiznos, I love Quiznos. You never see them anymore.
No, you don't. He had a real problem during COVID because the supply trucks, since he was the only Quiznos in the entire St. Louis area, they didn't want to send the supply trucks this way for stuff because it was such a like thing to like send a truck this way for one store. And he and I had a conversation about it. And he goes, dude, he's like, it's kicking my ass because here's the thing. If it were like the meat and the cheese, he said, I could go to the grocery store and buy meat and cheese. He said, I can't get the bread. I'm like, what's wrong with the bread? He goes, the bread is it's cooked to a certain point, and then they send it to us, and it's designed like perfectly to where you put everything on the sandwich, and then when you throw it through the oven, it's designed to not be burnt by the time it comes out the other end. He said, if I go to Schnucks and I buy like a loaf of bread and put stuff on it and send it through the oven, by the time it comes through the other end of the grill, he's like, it's going to be like all charred and burnt. He's like, so I need the Quiznos bread. So for a while there, they weren't able to do sandwiches. They were only doing salads because he had no bread.
Wow.
It's a fucked up little thing, but it's not something you think about, but it's like, I'll be damned. So
Do you have Jersey Mike's out there?
you know what? I do have Jersey Mike's.
I love Jersey Mike's.
I like them. They're not my favorite. I like the toasted sub thing. I like that's why like Firehouse and Quiznos are probably my top 2. And Jersey Mike's, they're good. I love their pickles. Something about their pickles tastes different than like other places' pickles, and like Jersey Mike's pickles are like top notch.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
And if you're into oil and vinegar, also your place.
See, I'm not, so I don't get it Mike's way.
I will douse that fucking thing.
That doesn't shock me. I don't know why. Yeah.
No, oil and vinegar, I'm in, baby.
Mm-hmm. But now if you go over to St. Louis, you cross the river. There's a place over there for sandwiches called Gramophone. Fucking unreal. Unreal sandwiches. It's a little local place. Unreal sandwiches. That's where all the potbellies are. There's maybe, I think, 3 of them that I can think of. And that's it. One of them is in Clayton, maybe like 2 blocks from like John's Pipe Shop and JR's right there. Mm-hmm. So you can get your sandwich and you can go to 2 cigar shops like right there. The other place over there is Snarf's sandwiches.
I love the name.
Fucking Snarf's, man.
Something. That's a great thing.
The pickles on that place also awesome, but the bread, there's something, that bread is just out of this world. But Snarf's, I will go to Snarf's. Yeah, it's probably a 45-minute drive for me to get to Snarf's, but awesome. if I'm in like South County area, I'll make the extra effort. I'll swing by Snarf's. It's good times.
Hell yeah.
I love a good sandwich.
Same.
It's like sometimes you just don't know what you want. Sandwich. That's it, you know. I will say when I drove back from Miami to Palm Coast when I was down there in October, we stopped at one of these little like things in the middle of the highway, like a little rest area, like in the middle of the highway, you know. Yeah. And it had a couple of different restaurants. They had a Fuck, what's the name of that place? Earl of Sandwich.
Oh yeah.
Love the Earl of Sandwich. They're it's that press kind of like, kind of brick of sandwich, thing going on. Oh, I love the Earl of Sandwich. But I never see those anywhere either. They have them down in Florida, and then there used to be one inside Caesar's Palace in Vegas off the casino floor at like a little like food court. I don't know if it's still there or not.
You see them in airports if you look. They're in
really?
a lot of airports.
Okay, okay.
Even the Cincinnati airport.
Well, they used to have one at like the little Disney shops thing in Orlando there, the little shopping area, but I think it closed, which is sad because that was like the best thing to go for there for.
Disney.
They've got like a little Irish pub there too, which isn't bad, but it's super.
Was it Raglan Road?
Something like that. Yeah. I mean, it's super commercialized, but
I've got an actual story that happened this week.
Okay, you know what? There we go. We'll do that, and then we'll get into the entertainment report.
I've got two little Instagram stories.
Okay.
So last November, I was in Ireland.
Yes. We talked all about that on the show, after your trip, yeah.
And I fell in love with this dancer.
I mean, there you go.
Two-time world champion Irish dancer.
Gotta love the Irish lasses.
And so, she was embarrassed. She didn't like giving out her information. And they were, in the pub that her friends were like, oh, if you want to follow her, this is where you follow her. And she's, all, embarrassed.
Yeah.
So I followed her. And she said they were coming to Orlando and we were going to get together. Right?
Okay.
They did come to Orlando. And it's when I was out of town for, a freaking month. So I was watching everything online, they're at Raglan Road. That's where they performed for a month.
Yep.
And I am not there. And I was bummed. I was like, that's my future wife. And, no. Here's the other bad part. I felt like I was duped because she also, never accepted my follow.
Oh.
So I'm like, okay. I was reading too much into that.
So she wasn't into you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Except two things happened on Tuesday.
Okay.
She magically followed me.
Out of nowhere?
Yeah. A year later.
All right. Maybe she takes a minute.
So then I'm like, I guess I should send her a message. And then we started chatting.
Good for you.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Could you have done this a year ago?
I mean, better late than never.
And I was like, looks like you had a good time in Orlando. Would have been cool to get together. Whatever.
You weren't there.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
I was going to say, you can't make her feel guilty for not hitting you up when you weren't even there.
First I was like, oh, she was just being nice. She wasn't into me at all. And then randomly Tuesday. Yep. Also randomly Tuesday on a scarier note.
Oh, God.
Was also followed by another person from my past.
Oh, boy.
So about 7 or 8 years ago, I was living in Lawrence and
Kansas.
Yeah, Lawrence, Kansas.
Yeah.
And we had a maid.
Oh.
And I definitely thought she was hot.
Yeah.
So why not, get with the maid?
Oh, no.
So her and I would definitely hang out while she cleaned and did the laundry. And I definitely made a few moves. And she always kind of led me a little ways and then would always give me the blue balls.
Oh, yeah.
So she just kept stringing me along. So I was like, okay, she's stringing me along just so she can keep getting paid. Whatever. I get it.
I mean,
me and my roommate would talk about it and because whenever she would clean, her thing was also to wear very provocative clothing. like very provocative.
Wasn't part of the contract.
No, but that's like, oh, we'll definitely keep paying this
I
one.
would say
like,
you're not upset about it per se.
Doesn't matter if she sorts the colors or not, you know.
It's like you can throw the whites in or not. I don't
yeah,
give a shit.
I don't actually care.
Okay.
But me and my roommate would talk, you know, and we're like, man, there's something off. Like, there's something off.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell, but we're like, I think like not crazy. I think she's batshit crazy and does a really good job of covering it up. Like they were just like red flags. But she was cool as hell, and she never did anything crazy around us, but just like little things that she would say here and there. I'm like, that's not normal.
She wasn't like leaving dead cats in your fridge or boiling rabbits on the stove or anything like that?
No, but. So we ended up parting ways. Me and the roommate did, and I ended up coming to Florida.
Yeah.
So a year ago, again, it was like a year ago, but it was right before I went to Ireland. My old roommate sends me something and goes, "You're not going to believe this shit."
Oh, I remember this.
Somebody just got arrested for murder.
Fuck. I remember this.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know there was an update. I didn't know there was an update. No, we did not talk about it on the show because you were worried about some things in relation to it. So, yeah.
So I'm reading the report and I'm like, man, it kind of looks like she set up this dude, but they both got arrested. And I guess she was on trial. I guess she didn't get convicted because the same morning that I get followed by Ireland girl, all of a sudden she starts following me too.
No.
And I'm like, not following that one back. Nope.
The murdering maid followed you.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, what on earth possessed her to even think about me? Like 7 years later.
I don't know, dude. That's weird.
I think it was Tuesday morning. My whole brain was like, what the fuck's going on here?
Well, yeah, you got crackers everywhere. I mean, what the fuck? And then, and then all of a sudden now you got this maid that you think murdered somebody, although not convicted. Potentially, or maybe she got off. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean,
allegedly. The reports seemed kind of clear to me.
I mean, have you looked up court history to see, like, did she go to court? Was there?
Not since Tuesday. I've had Tuesday. That's what I should have because I just couldn't.
Because that's the thing. Maybe she's still like awaiting trial.
Yeah, it could be. I'll put it to you this way: I did go ahead and I didn't follow her, but I did go ahead and click to see what she's up to.
View the page. Yeah,
and talking about red flags. She had a video at first. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that's happening in her house. Like, you have two wild animals in the house. Like, what are the odds of that? And then I kept watching in different ones. I'm like, oh, those are her pets. She has
what are her pets?
A possum.
I mean,
and a raccoon.
Possums get a bad rap, but I wouldn't want one as a pet.
She has a possum and a raccoon.
Raccoons, if you get them as itty-bitty little babies, a lot of people have them as pets. I don't think it's a good idea, but nonetheless. But so she's got straight up wildlife as pets, though.
Yeah, so like if I would go over to a girl's house and there's a possum and a raccoon in there, I'm like, I'm checking out.
Dude, I'll tell you though, when I worked for the state, there was a guy lobbying my office really hard to get legislation introduced that would open it up for veterinarians to care for domesticated skunks. His whole thing was he had unscented skunk. They would remove the scent gland so that the skunks couldn't spray. And he's like, they're just like cats. They use litter boxes and everything. They're perfect little critters. Yeah, and I'm just like, it's a fucking skunk. And then he's like telling me about how like they don't get rabies like everybody says they do. And I'm like, yeah, it's still a skunk. So, yeah. People have weird pet things. But
People
anyway.
do all sorts of weird shit that you don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, those are my two little stories.
Social media, it's such a weird world, man.
Yeah. Something happened in the algorithm that I don't understand.
Oh, it totally puts you onto like older people.
I haven't posted anything for a good bit. In fact, I've been feeling guilty because I haven't posted in a long time. And whatever the algorithm did this week, more followers I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like,
weird.
Yeah. Like, I'd gone a long time without new followers. And then this week was like, bing, 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 bing.
You know,
I'm like,
yeah, it's so weird. I don't know. Especially if you haven't posted.
Yeah. What created this? I have no idea.
I don't know. Well, I would recommend avoiding the murdering maid. So
yeah, we're gonna try.
You know, you never know where that goes. So, all right, let's do this now. It's time for the Villiger Cigars Entertainment Report, brought to you by
Villiger.
Villiger Cigars, one of the leading cigar and cigarello manufacturers in the world, founded in 1888 and still family-owned and operated. Head over to VilligerCigars.com and check the store locator to find a shop near you that carries them. We guarantee that Villiger Cigars will be a wonderful addition to your humidor and cigar rotation. Took me off guard for a moment. I was glancing down and then I glanced up just perfectly where your head is at. The gentleman with his back to you with the green jacket, it almost looked like you were wearing like an elf hat. And I was like, I looked up and I was like, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh, it's the dude in the green jacket.
That's hilarious.
Anyway, so what have you been entertained by lately?
So I haven't watched shit.
Yeah, I really haven't either. I mean, I watched wrestling after I got off the phone with you the other night. But otherwise, I haven't really watched shit. Oh. Dude, have you? I don't know if you've noticed or not. I've seen something. You know what's making a comeback wrestling-wise?
What?
The fucking big rubber guys.
Oh, no.
The toys. The fucking, like, remember those from when we were kids? The fucking just big rubber wrestler dude? LJN company or whatever fucking made it. Yeah. They're fucking bringing them back. Apparently Target's got a whole fucking line of them hitting stores. Like now it's got Hogan and Cena and like two other guys. But like the Hogan is basically the exact same Hogan as when we were kids. So like, yeah, they're bringing back the big rubber guys.
I like the pillows that you could just like wrestle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But like they're getting $25 a piece for these fucking rubber guys.
Jesus.
It's insane. I've been starting to do my Christmas shopping for Max and like I'm obviously like looking and I see this and I'm just like, oh my God, $25 for fucking.
Now, does he like wrestling?
You know, so like if I had it on once and like the colors and the lights and the action and everything, he kind of like watched for a little bit, but like lost interest. And then he was over at like some little boy's house. This was a long time. This would have been maybe 5 years ago. He would have been maybe 4. Over at some little boy's house, and he had some like wrestling toys, and like he was playing with those. And so, then he and I were at the pool. This is back when I lived at the duplex. There was that one summer that I got the pass for the pool. So this would have been not this summer, not last summer, the summer before. So what, 2-3 years ago? There was a little boy that had some wrestling toys at the pool, and Max was like going for those, and like he and this little boy were playing. So I went out that night. We got home, we showered, put on clothes. We went to Target and I got him some of the no fucking interest now. So it's like at the pool, he was all about it. At home, no interest. So it's like, whatever. So
maybe not as
dude, it's just so hard. Like he's got his thing, man. Like, I mean, you know, and I hate to play into stereotype, but like the kid loves trains, you know, I mean,
yeah,
he loves trains and, you know, Thomas and all that and everything. I mean, still to this day, he's all about the trains. still loves his story bots and Clifford the Big Red Dog and all that. I mean, he's got his things he likes, you know? So I'm not fighting it. It's like
Nice.
he doesn't need to, he doesn't need to have me telling him he's too old for that or any of that shit. He can just be happy with it.
He's not too old for it.
No, he's not. 9. Anyway,
you can fuck with trains your whole life,
dude. Go for it. I mean, for fuck's sake, maybe he grows up and figures out a way to get a goddamn high-speed rail going somewhere that actually works in the United States.
That'd be great.
Anyway, I'm sorry. You were saying you haven't really watched shit.
No, and until this was one of my sick nights. Watched a movie I haven't watched in a while and forgot how actually good it is.
Okay.
Moneyball.
Great, it's a good flick. Yeah.
Movie. I don't know why I'd like totally forgotten about it, and for whatever reason, that day that's all I could think about was that movie. I don't know why. I have no idea.
Okay.
And it bothered me all day, and I'm like, I guess I got to watch this. I
gotta watch Moneyball
movie in like 10 years. It's a really good movie.
I'll tell you. So I watched one for whatever reason. Well, I know why. I found it while I was searching for other movies around Halloween time. And I was looking for some things, specifically my old, Universal Monster shit, the really old stuff. And I stumbled across the Vincent Price version of House on Haunted Hill, which is, it's an okay movie. It's not my favorite, but it's entertaining enough. But that got me thinking. I'm like, fuck, I want to watch the one from like 1999.
Yep.
So I found it. And I watched it. And I'll tell you what. That movie is super good up until the end. Yep. It falls off a fucking cliff at the end.
It does.
But all the way leading up to it, holy shit, man. There are some creepy fucking moments in that. Like there's that one part when like the person like stumbles across the ghosts of the fucking operating. They're like operating on it, and like he looks and like they look up and they're all fucking looking at it, and it's like, oh shit, you just know, fucked. You're fucked. Some of the fucking shit in that movie. It's like there's some creepy shit in that one.
That late 90s vibe.
Yeah,
man. Like it was good. Like it was. We hadn't jumped the shark into the gore.
No, it was still like.
Still like in some psychological storyline.
Yeah.
Like it was a good combination. Like I love that
movie. Dude, it had Jeffrey Rush, Famke Jensen, Ali Larter, Taye Diggs. I mean, Chris Kattan.
Oh shit, I forgot all about that.
Chris Kattan's in it. Fucking, you guys want some cookies? I mean, yeah. Jeffrey Combs, Peter Gallagher, Lisa Loeb.
Yeah.
She was a fucking TV news person, apparently. I mean, yeah, you had some fucking crazy people in this movie, and like, it was a good flick,
Ali Larter was in her prime.
Oh, yeah. Definitely in her prime. But yeah, you know what? Dude, that movie only has a 31% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Really?
See, this is what I don't like about Rotten Tomatoes. It's like, you get all these people in there just like throwing up their super sophisticated reviews. And it's like, you know what? I get it. The movie fell off a cliff at the end. But by God, it was an entertaining enough movie up till then.
Yeah.
Yeah. The film is known for its special effects and gore, though it received mixed reviews for its plot and ending. That's the thing. The ending is what just shanked that movie completely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
And it was gory for that time, but today it would not be gory whatsoever.
Dude, as somebody who has fucking suffered through watching Terrifier 3, trust me, there is nothing about House on Haunted Hill 1999 that is gory. Okay? No. I'm sorry. Terrifier 3 far exceeds anything else I've seen. Have you seen any of those?
No.
They're horrible.
They look bad.
I mean, I've only seen the third one. I'm assuming 1 and 2 are bad. but the third one was really fucking bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I'm a little I will say I have a soft spot in my heart for House on Haunted Hill, though, aside from the fact that, like, I thought it was a good movie, way back. I mean, fuck, I was in high school when that movie came out. And then, but I was working at the movie theater at the time that came out. And I remember there was a contest, and I don't remember if it was in the company or if it was, the fucking company that put out the movie, which would be Warner Brothers, or who it was that was sponsoring this contest. But, like, basically, like, it was a contest for theaters that you had to make, like, this display in the lobby, and the most elaborate fucking displays won. And we had this one guy on staff. His name was Ron, and I don't remember his last name, and it's not really relevant. But Ron was a flamboyant theater type guy, if you know what I mean.
Gotcha.
And he went fucking all in on this. I mean, he was up there till super late at night working on it. He built an entire fucking tree and, like, the house and all kinds of shit out of fucking cardboard and paper mache and fucking it was crazy fucking shit. I probably have photos of this buried somewhere deep in a box of photos from my time at the movie theater. I probably could find that fucking thing. And but, like, he did. I don't think we won. We didn't win the top prize, but we were, like, in the running for, like, I think we won something. It was fucking cool, He's the guy who, all right, I'm going to give this little story and then we'll move on to the Blackbird unless you have something else. There hasn't been some wretchedness on the pulpit in a while. So I'm going to give you some real, like, it's a brief little thing, but it's a wretched thing. So late 90s, body piercing was all the rage.
Yeah.
There was one guy that worked at the movie theater. He got his nipples pierced live on the fucking alternative radio station here in town. I mean, all sorts of that shit, right? This motherfucker, Ron, he had a piercing. And, I mean, granted, nobody saw it, but he told, he was very open about talking about it. He had the penis piercing.
Oh, the Prince Albert.
He did. But he had a problem. When they pierced him, somehow, and again, I'm taking his word for this. I didn't verify this in any way, shape, or form. I'm just, it's in the lore of my life at this point. I'm going to assume it's true because he told me. Somehow in the piercing process, they nicked the urethra to where anytime he had to urinate, he had to twist a little.
Oh my God.
Otherwise, it would, like, dibble at the at the side.
Jesus.
And I'm like, wow, that's fucked, man.
That's the risk you take when you start, stapling your cock.
Right? Maybe you shouldn't be putting things through your penis. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yep. So, all right. Well, on that note, let's move on to this. It's time to fly high with Blackbird Cigars. Blackbird Cigars offers you remarkable quality using the most delicate and finest tobacco to always ensure that you're receiving unsurpassed cigars. Blackbird Cigars strives to give you undoubted repeating flavor for every cigar you smoke and impressive quality so that you can always expect greatness. Check out their website for a full list of stores carrying Blackbird Cigars and give them a test flight. Blackbird Cigars can't clip our wings. Man, if I only would have known that was going to lead into this, I would have had a better Blackbird. I would have found some doctor or something like that. But, I mean, well, you know what? It is about a doctor. So in the mid-1800s, London was a city plagued by the deadly cholera outbreaks. Thousands died as the disease swept through the crowded streets, and no one knew why. The leading theory at the time was that cholera spread through bad air, and that it came from filth and decay. But a young doctor named John Snow wasn't convinced. He noticed patterns that didn't fit the bad air theory. People far from the foul-smelling parts of the city were dying, while others living near them stayed perfectly healthy. Snow suspected something revolutionary. that cholera was being spread through contaminated water. In 1854, when another outbreak hit the Soho district, Snow carefully mapped where each victim lived and found a startling pattern. Nearly all of the deaths occurred near a single water source, the Broad Street pump. Acting on this theory, Snow convinced local authorities to remove the pump handle, effectively shutting it down. Almost immediately, the cholera cases dropped. His findings faced skepticism from the medical establishment, but over time his work was vindicated. Snow's research became the foundation for modern epidemiology and led to massive improvements in public sanitation and clean water systems worldwide. Because of his perseverance and commitment to science over popular belief, millions of lives have been saved. Today, Dr. John Snow is celebrated as one of the pioneers who helped transform public health, a man whose simple map changed the course of human history. So be like John Snow and Blackbird Cigars and don't let anybody clip your wings or dirty your water.
Well, I have two things.
Okay.
One, that'd have been perfect segue from the last topic to this one if it was Blackbird Cigars. Don't clip your wanks.
See? Okay. Don't clip your wings.
The other thing is like, I like how John Snow, pioneer, that was like, hey guys, don't shit in that pond anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it wasn't that long ago. That was a pioneer. Like, hey, guy, maybe we shouldn't shit in that
1854. Water. Maybe we shouldn't be drinking the shit water, you know?
Oh my God. And
I'll tell you, when you stop and really think about it, when you stop and think about the course of human history on this earth, the amount of advancement that has taken place in such a very short period of time is remarkable.
I mean, literally, what year was it?
1854, right? Yeah, 1854.
So,
what?
You're telling me that
175 years ago.
No. You're telling me that in 1854, we finally discovered don't shit in the water that we drink out of. And then 15 years later, we're on the moon. Bullshit. I don't believe that at all. Like, we went from don't shit in the water to like, hey, we're on the moon. Yeah, okay, all right. Give me a fucking break, everybody.
By the way, it was 171. I did my math wrong, but yeah. So yeah, no, you're right. I mean, yeah. I know.
Advancements, yes, we've made plenty. That is definitely not one.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
Although I don't know if you know, I think it's actually tonight.
The giant beaver moon.
Yes, it's the beaver moon.
I don't know if it's been within the last. I don't know if it's tonight. I think it might still be super big and bright, but yeah.
So I think
we have the beaver moon.
The big beaver moon.
I'm going to leave that alone. Dude, there's been all kinds of moons. There was a fucking blue moon and a big beaver moon, and we got some other thing. And then later on this month, there's like a meteor or asteroid shower, meteor shower, some shit like that going on. I mean, like, yeah, there's all kinds of celestial stuff in November, apparently.
Yeah, we make shit up all the time.
And that's not even counting, Three Eye Atlas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a whole other. Who knows? I mean,
I don't know. I mean, they're saying it's a comet. They say it went around by the sun and that now it's off gassing and making a trail and it's doing its thing. So they're thinking it's an actual comet. But
it's disturbing that we couldn't figure that out before.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you're telling me we went to the moon,
but we can't identify a rock.
Give me a fuck.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's a big ass rock, though.
It is a big ass rock.
Like if it were to hit us,
we'd be boned. Yeah. That's the thing that really kind of like blows your mind when you stop and think about it. It's like with all the shit floating around in space and everything, at some point, the math is the math. And like, something's going to fucking hit us.
Yeah.
Like something significant. I mean, there's shit that falls all the time, but it burns up in the atmosphere or whatever else, you know? But like something actually significant. I don't know.
It happens eventually.
I mean, the dinosaurs knew that.
Oh, yeah. But at the same time, like cockroaches made it, you know, somehow. They're still there.
Hey, never underestimate the cockroach.
Never.
And Twinkies.
No. Yeah, either one.
Yep, no.
They will both endure.
Okay. Well, it's that part of the show where I tell everybody that I'm available on Instagram at the Cigar Pulpit. I'm on Facebook with the Pulpit Parishioners group. You follow me on Twitter /X. You can watch this on Rumble and YouTube. And head on over to cigarpulpit.com. Sign up for the newsletter. There's a little pop-up that comes up on the website. Sign up for the newsletter. That will be launching at the beginning of the year. And things are happening there. So, you know, it's going to happen this time, guys. I promise. I know I've been promising that for 5 years now. I looked it up. The last time, the one and only time I put out a newsletter was March of 2020. So, you know, I can understand why people might be a little doubtful, but you know, whatever.
Maybe.
Anyway, and then I do need your calls for the Ask the Pulpit shows. Give me a call on the hotline, area code 863-874-0000. That's 863-874-0000. And then Trey, where can people follow you since you're getting all these new followers and everything all of a sudden?
I don't know what's going on. Yeah, Trey Mac travels. We'll be traveling again here pretty soon.
Yeah, you got your road trip.
Yeah, it's gonna be an awesome road trip.
Okay.
So yeah, Trey Mac Travels. Hit me up on Instagram. It's always good, and you can find me on Facebook. I really try not to do anything on Facebook because it scares shit out of me. But
if it weren't for the Parishioners group, I probably wouldn't be on there. Yeah.
Yeah, but the Parishioners group is very active.
I like the Parishioners group. They're fun.
Yeah, it's a good group.
And I got to thinking about it. It's already November. I need to start working on the ballot, the Google form or whatever, for the Cigar of the Year. Parishioners pick of the Cigar of the Year. Can you believe that shit? We're already at that point in the year again.
That's like now.
It's like, I cannot buy that. I mean, this year, it's crazy. As slow as January and February tend to go, the rest of the year just is like rocket speed. I can't believe it. So, yep. Feels like just yesterday I was plotting and planning for Pulpit Fest.
It's wild. And now you got to plot and plan for the next
one. It's like,
get your tickets, folks. Get your tickets.
Yeah, get in on it. Yeah, that's true. The sooner we sell this damn thing out, the sooner I can stop worrying about that and start worrying about other parts of it, you know? Like, you know, is anybody going to donate to the goodie bag this year if cigars are $20-something a piece, you know? Just saying.
Just what happened. One day at a time.
Exactly. I'll figure it out. It'll be all right. It'll be fine.
One day at a time.
It'll be fine. We need to reach out to Gator Calhoun is what we need to do.
Oh, yeah, before he gets too busy.
I want to say, I don't want to have him get booked up. And I guess in that regard, we probably also need to touch base with Joel to see if Spotlight Scotty Brooks can...
He's terrified of Gator Calhoun.
Terrified of Gator Calhoun.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he should be. Gator's got one hell of a record.
Yeah, no, he's like undefeated, man.
I know I wouldn't want to mess with Gator Calhoun.
I wouldn't mess with that guy either.
He's fucking angry. He's got a mouth on him too. Let me tell you,
he does have a mouth.
Some of the best promos I've ever seen. But yeah. So
I don't know. I don't know if Spotlight Scotty's. You know, I know he's wrestled some big names. You know, he's really come a long way. But
yeah.
He ain't on the level of Gator Calhoun. Boy, get his ass. Man, his career.
I don't know. Well, we'll see. We've got that floating in the ether. We'll see what happens there. So, anyway. Well, dude, anything else you want to touch on before we go?
No, should we tease what we've been playing around with?
That's up to you. Because, again, you know, we got there's work that needs to be done. But, yeah, I mean.
There's work. But maybe just mentioning it here just to see if anybody even mentions
That's
it
true.
on the
That's true. You know, maybe
Parishioners
if
group.
anybody is remotely interested after hearing this little tease, you know, just kind of shoot one of us a message and just be like, you know, I would do that.
Yeah, so I get people like I tell stories. I got shit that you got mountains of things I could talk about. Lived a really weird life. You should write a book. Trey Mac, write a book. I'm like, first off, no one reads books. Okay, like no.
That's true. You and I had a book challenge for this year.
Yeah, and
that hasn't gone well.
I'm beating you 1-0.
It's true. For those, you know, God damn.
You got to watch YouTube. That's all.
I was going to say, that's worth going to YouTube or Rumble right there just to see the name of this book. Anyway.
But anyway, like we've toyed with the idea of like, okay, first off, I don't want to tell all these stories. There's definitely things that probably don't need to tell you all that. Unless there's enough people that are legitimately interested. So we've toyed with the idea of like setting up like a Patreon page. Believe me, I ain't putting this shit out there. There's got to be a paywall because I need a little bit of a buffer. Not everybody needs to hear this.
Not everybody. You got to be really committed to want to hear this. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell all. Like I will. There's no point in not telling. But if there's people that are interested, I would say like if there's enough parishioners that are interested, then maybe I set up a Facebook group, and once we reach a certain number, it's like, okay, let's actually do this. This is critical. Like, there's a critical number.
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody's interested at all, say something in the parishioners group. We'll get it started there, and I'll start working on it if there's interest.
So yeah, so basically it starts with the group, generate the interest, see if there's enough interest.
Yeah.
And then if there's enough interest, at that point, that's when the Patreon, paywall is set up. And it wouldn't be expensive.
No.
I mean, it's just something.
It's me and you. We're going to split everything if we make anything at all. So,
and at the end of the day, basically what it's going to be, as you've envisioned this, would be a weekly podcast episode where it's just the life and times of Trey Mac. And
basically, if anybody's seen Joe Dirt, where you would be Dennis Miller interviewing me, and I really wouldn't tell you anything other than like, let's start the show, and you just keep asking questions, and I just keep yakking. We'll start at the very beginning and work our way to. I'm down to do it if there's enough people that are actually interested in hearing some of this shit.
See, here's the thing, guys. I've heard enough of these stories, just a little. I've gotten a taste. I've heard a little taste. And let me tell you, what you've heard on the pulpit in the 5 years or so you've been coming on here, that's nothing. You want shitting in a fucking women's room at a fucking TJ Maxx and Crows and whatever. Nothing. There's so much more. And I can understand why perhaps maybe you want to throw some of this behind a paywall. But, yeah. So, okay. Well, so yeah, guys, if you're interested in the life and times of Trey Mac or whatever it is you decide to title this thing.
For sure, a year's worth of.
Oh, yeah.
52 episodes would not be a problem.
Well, you said you've got one story alone that's like.
I have one story that could be its own show.
Yeah. Not like episode, like multi-episode.
If we did it, it would be multiple episodes.
Yeah.
It's a long one, and it's really. I have no idea how I'm here.
Yeah. I mean, guys, there's so much. I mean, I don't even know how to explain. There were, I don't want to even tease. I don't even want to tease, but trust me, let's
just see if anybody listening today even gives a shit.
If anybody even today, just put
if they are, then
just let us know. So, all right. Okay. Well, very cool. Well, dude, as always, it's a pleasure.
Thanks for having me on. It's always my favorite show.
Well, I'm glad you're off the road to where you have time to do this now.
For a minute,
So there you go. All right, dude. I appreciate it.
Dude, love you. Appreciate you, bro.
Later.
Peace.
Well, I really want to thank Trey Mac for taking time out of his night tonight. I know he's a little busy and also, tired. He's still battling whatever funky he caught and everything. So, the guy's a little tired, but I want to thank him for taking time out and chatting with me for a little while. So, otherwise, guys, this is kind of a show. I already did the socials and everything. Hotline, area code 863-874-0000. And stay tuned after the closing music here when we have story time with Trey Mac. Guys, this has been another sermon from the Cigar Pulpit. I am Nick.
Coming
Everybody,
to you live from the
wrong button. Stay safe and stay smoky. And now to close out the episode, we have story time with Trey Mac.
Wonderful book this evening entitled My Big Black Hawk by Brad Ghost. All the girls love my big black hawk. When they come to ride, he makes them all squawk. Big Black Hawk has a giant black head. Big Black Hawk only sleeps in my bed. Big Black Hawk scares the fellas, except for my friend Jack. Big Black Hawk makes you jealous because he's so damn black. Big Black Hawk is Jack's most favorite ride, but I can't get Jack off until he's satisfied.
Oh my God. My Big Black Hawk. There we go.
Great book about birds.
There you go. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.